everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to start off this video by first letting all of my in-person learners know I miss you guys all so much already. At the time that I am filming this video right now, it is Friday, so I've only missed one day of having you guys so far, but I miss you all so much, I really do. I'm like, all right, are the 2 weeks over yet? Let's get back to school. Okay, what am I supposed to do all day if I'm not like, yelling at you guys and telling you to stop talking, right? Just kidding. Distance learners, that's not really what I do in class all day, depending on the class period. Okay, anyways, focusing. So today I wanted to introduce you guys to our big project of quarter two. We've kind of so far been working on researching and gathering clues and gathering evidence from And Then There Were None. All of this stuff does relate to our big final project. It's not about And Then There Were None, but we are going to be writing research essays this quarter. So we won't actually start writing the essays for a couple of weeks. Don't start to panic too much yet. But for now, I do want you to start thinking about the different topics that you can choose and which one of those topics you'd like to focus on. Um, I am limiting you. I'm giving you 5 topics you can choose, and I'm telling you you have to choose one of those 5. So it is a little limited, but um, I mean, where we're focusing on conspiracy theories, so they're all kind of interesting topics that you get to choose from. So I'm going to give you 5 conspiracy theories that exist, and you're going to look into the conspiracies that surround it, the evidence that both support and like disprove the different conspiracy theories, and come to your own conclusions. So here you go. Here's the 5 conspiracy theories that you can choose from. Number 1. The Simpsons can predict the future. The Simpsons is a long running and successful TV show that many of you are already familiar with. What you may or may not be familiar with is that many people have suggested that The Simpsons can, and has, predicted the future. Especially in the year 2020, which we all know has been jam packed with unforeseen events, The Simpsons have had some episodes unfold in the series that have uncanny resemblance to the events of this year and the years before it. For example, they allegedly predicted Donald Trump's presidency. In an episode called Bart to the Future, which aired in March of 2000, Bart goes to the future only to find out that Donald Trump has been elected president. This was 16 years before Trump's election, which has led many to start drawing lines between The Simpsons' predictions and the historical events that have unfolded since. This is only one example of the predictions that many conspiracy theorists claim The Simpsons have correctly made. Your job, if you choose this topic, will be to look into other predictions and determine how valid these conspiracy claims really are. Number 2. The Mandela Effect. It is very likely that you have heard of the Mandela Effect before, though you may not know the official term for it. The Mandela Effect is an unusual phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than how it occurred. For example, the Berenstain Bears. This popular children's book series, which was later turned into a TV show, follows a family of bears consisting a mama, papa, sister, and brother who learn about life through their many adventures. If you look up the series today, you will find logos, web pages, and images that suggest the bears' names have always been the Berenstain Bears with an A. However, many people swear they remember the name being the Berenstein Bears. You may have just thought this was a simple misreading or false memory, but how is it that thousands of people on the internet have the exact same false memory? There are several other similar false memories like this one, which has led some conspiracy theorists to attempt to explain the phenomenon, usually coming to conclusions such as parallel universes or experiments that brought people from a different planet to ours today. Your job, if you choose this topic, will be to look into other examples of the Mandela effect and the explanations for the false memories and determine how valid these conspiracy claims really are. You may even suggest some of your own explanations that make sense to you, if you disagree with the claims that are out there. Number 3. Bigfoot is real. This may be one of the most infamous conspiracy theories out there, and is widely regarded as a hoax or a legend. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a giant ape-like creature that is said to roam the Pacific Northwest. The legend of Bigfoot grew in popularity in the late 1950s when, quote unquote, true magazine articles came out describing the discovery of large, mysterious footprints in the woods. Since, many people have claimed to have found Bigfoot tracks, feces, hair particles, skin scrapings, and blood. And of course, there have been eyewitness reports, as well as some low quality images and videos of the creature in the wild. Your job, if you choose this topic, will be to identify some of the most famous reports of Bigfoot sightings and whether these reports are valid or a hoax. You may even come to your own conclusions about the evidence of Bigfoot and, if he does exist, why there isn't solid proof of his existence. Number 4. Fake celebrity deaths. Many people will claim that a celebrity who has been reported dead didn't actually die. The most famous of these claims are Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson. Elvis Presley was reported dead on August 16, 1977, when his girlfriend found him unconscious in his home. The official report claims that Presley died of heart failure, probably induced by drugs in his system. However, some of his fans believe that Presley faked his own death in 1977 in order to escape his life in the spotlight and live a more normal and relaxed life during his retirement years. These theories popped up on the day of Presley's reported death when a man who looked an awful lot like Presley but went by the name of John Burroughs, allegedly an alias used by Elvis Presley, purchased a one-way ticket to Argentina. Since, there have been dozens of reports of Elvis Presley sightings, some fans even claiming the star appeared in the 1990 film Home Alone in the background. Similar stories emerged around Michael Jackson's death years later. Your job, if you choose this topic, will be to research some of the sightings that have been reported around one or both of these stars, identify the conspiracies that revolve around their alleged deaths, and come to your own conclusions about the validity of the claims. Your fifth and final option for your research essay is the infamous JFK assassination. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated by gunshot while traveling in an open-top limousine being escorted by a number of motor vehicles on November 22, 1963. Following his death was the subsequent murder of the prime suspect, Lee Harvey Oswald. Since the historical events took place, several conspiracy theories have been slung around in an attempt to explain what appears to be an FBI cover-up of something much larger and more sinister that took place that day. Official reports claim that Oswald, the prime suspect in the assassination, worked alone to kill the president. However, top government and intelligence officials found that, according to CIA intercepts, someone had impersonated Oswald in phone calls and visits made to the Soviet and Cuban embassies in Mexico City several weeks before the assassination. With the information that someone had been impersonating Oswald, President Johnson expressed concern that the public might come to believe that the Soviet leader and/or Cuban leader was implicated in the assassination, a situation that Johnson said might lead to a war that could kill 40 million Americans in an hour. Your job, if you choose this topic, will be to research the evidence that supports or denies Oswald working alone in the assassination, conspiracies that surround the events, and come to your own conclusions about the validity of such claims. Now that you've heard your choices, it's time to determine which of the 5 you're most interested in researching and learning more about over the next few weeks. So, pick carefully, think a lot about this, and thank you for watching.